Spiritual awakening is always triggered by some very scary or painful or sabotaging kind of a process or some event in your life. And I will explain it later why it is painful. It should not be. It is. Let's begin. Hello guys, this is Ankita Shrivastava. A very warm welcome to Anks Diary and all the alien souls out there. Hello there. So in the very last video that we have talked about a little about spiritual awakening, the video that I posted a month ago, procrastination. So in the very last video, we talked a little about spiritual awakening, like what it is, how people take it, and what kind of effects it leaves on people. We've talked about stages, but again I'm saying there are no particular stages. It can happen any minute with you. It is happening the moment you are on this planet. It is happening. The game has begun. So spiritual awakening is nothing but when your soul's eyes, your spirit's eyes, you can see your third eye or something like that. But when your soul's eyes get opened and you see the reality with completely different perspective. You perceive things, you take things with a really upgraded mindset, a really open heart, your heart chakra open, your mind chakra is active, chakras. So pain is never needed in the process, but yes, pain is the first step because when your pseudo self is dying, that moment is very painful. When you think an image of yourself and that image is not true, like you think yourself as a weak person, as someone who can't get a thing in life, who can't get its life in shape, who can't achieve things, who completely thinks of himself or herself as a loser, but he or she doesn't notices that how powerful a soul is. So when you tune into your soul, there comes the realization of the power, of the real power that you have, because soul is limitless, and spiritual awakening actually burns that barrier. Spiritual awakening burns the barrier between you can't do it and you can do it, and thing will be done. It's again a topic of law of manifestation. When you don't chase things, actually you allow things to come into your life. So it's a 3-step thing. Like, you can't do it, that's your mind says. You can do it, that's your heart space says, and the soul says just relax. Things will get done. Like, just relax. So what role ego has to play in this spiritual awakening? See, ego is the hero here, the dark angel with the black wings. People always consider ego as something evil, ego as something, oh my god, you have ego, you should not have ego. No, you're born with the ego and you need it. Because first thing, what's the point of achieving anything without any struggle? Because when we fight for something, then the worth of something increases. because if you get something so easily, so smoothly, then you won't be grateful for it. You will lose the value of it. I mean, the value of it is lost by itself the minute the worth of the thing comes down. And that's another thing why pain is needed. It's the answer of the first question. That's another thing. No, the second question. Sorry. That's another thing why pain is needed, because pain is again the symbol of struggle. Like you haven't heard of any struggle like, oh my god, the struggle felt so nice. No, the struggle always feel painful, and that's why we remember struggle. We remember struggle more than the happy times, but that's a pessimistic, I think, ideology. But we remember struggle like a victory symbol because it's painful. And that's why spiritual awakening has more worth of it. It's a lifetime achievement award because it begins with the pain. It triggers with the pain. The pain triggers it. So ego has the biggest role to play because ego dies in a hero style, in a heroic style, like a knife in the chest and with a dramatic kind of a death. Oh, I'm so dramatic. So ego dies, and there you realize you were not the person you always think of yourself. You are much bigger than that, you're much powerful than that, and you're much unlimited than that, because you're more into your soul's body, your soul's aura. That's why you feel limitless. You're not thinking from a limited body mind. You're thinking from a third eye. You're thinking from your soul. That's why you feel limitless. And that can only happen when you know how it feels like. How it feels like to kill your ego. How it feels like when your ego dies. So that's why ego is very much needed in the spiritual awakening. We always blame the society for this social conditioning, like the ego is the gift of the society, but I think we need it, because if the pseudo self doesn't die, I don't know how we will manifest our real self. And I don't know if even if we get a real self, will it worth it? I don't know. So if we are born without it, if we are born without ego, then we are born with our real self, I guess. And if we are born with our real self, the cosmic body, the cosmic knowledge, our spiritual knowledge, our spiritual awakening, if we are born with the spiritual awakening, then what's the chase left then? I don't know, because ego gives the purpose, ego gives the weightage to the spiritual awakening, because you respect the moment, you respect the awakening just after your ego dies. So if we are born without it, we are so awakened from the birth, I don't know how the planet would be after that, because there will be no chaos. Just imagine, there will be no chaos, no chase, no fights, no madness, nothing, just peace. And then the point of this planet and the life, I think it just dilutes away. I don't know. It's a very hypothetical question that I'm not capable enough to answer. But I don't feel like it's a very great idea to, even to think of, if we are born without the ego, then there is nothing left to chase. We just have everything in hand. We just have the ultimate happiness inside us. We have nothing to change, nothing to chase, sorry. So yes, nothing to change also. There will be no change. If we don't have any ego, there will be absolutely no change. That's the question. Oh my god, I have been thinking even when I was a kid. That's a weird thing to think as a kid, I know. But yes, why death isn't popular as the last sleep, the ending, the end, game over, something like that. But I have heard the name of the death as final awakening, and I always get confused. Final awakening? When you actually go to sleep and you never awaken, why it is called as final awakening? Because I think, that's what I think. You may question my thought process, you are completely free to do so. But that's what I think. I think it's because after death, your soul leaves the body, and the body comes with the limits. It comes with the limited time, limited health. So I think after death, the soul becomes limitless, and the soul realizes that it's a soul. It's been limited in the boundaries of the body, but now it's free. I think that's why it's called as final awakening, because the soul awakens to its real self, its real nature, like the nature of a spirit. So yes, that's what I can come up with, like why death is called as final awakening, because soul hit with the major epiphany of its life, or you can say afterlife, that it never dies. It's just change clothes. So thanks a lot for keeping up with me watching this video. I know I'm not uploading video as fast as I should be. I have things to manage. That's my excuse. But I will try my best to upload videos at least 3 times a month. I will try my best, but please do watch my videos. And I know it's not so much a popular concept, especially not in India, but I would like you to be in touch with the concept. I have something new, new perspective for you guys, so stay in touch. Bye.